right?
Hey everybody, I'm Paul Acevedo, EastX with Windows Central. Tonight I'm joined by two special guest co-hosts. We have RoyalBob
Howdy.
and Alex Skywalker.
May the force be
There
with
you
you.
go. Tonight's a very special stream for us also because we are streaming two different Xbox One games and we've got prizes for both games. A ton of prizes to give out. For
Yes, many prizes.
for Divekick alone here is it 19 prizes, and then Threes, that's going to be 20 prizes as well, and hopefully we will actually have some takers on the iOS codes on Threes. You know, I don't know how many of you guys
Yes,
use iDevices.
I think this is the first time ever you've given out an iPhone.
Indeed, it is, and I feel bad that I didn't run a story on iMore, but I had my daughter today, so it's just been a busy day. But also, I don't know, you know, maybe Threes goes free on iOS every now and then, in which case it's not even a big deal to them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine there's at least a free version with advertisements.
You would think. Yeah, Threes.
It's become like the norm. They usually do that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, welcome Sugar Cookie. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so Divekick here comes from Iron Galaxy Studios, the studio who developed Season 2 of Killer Instinct for Xbox One. They've also done a lot of Xbox 360 fighting games. Can you name a few of them, Bob?
Yes, Darkstalkers Resurrection, which is a collection of Darkstalkers games. Street Fighter Third Strike, and Marvel
Yeah, there you
Origins.
So
They're all very good
yeah, they all
games.
have great netcode, and that applies to Divekick as well. Now, I kind of wish... Oh, there's how to play. Okay, there's some little mechanic of the game that I tend to forget, so I'm just going to look it up real quick. Divekick, the concept is that it's a fighting game that anybody can play. It only uses 2 buttons for everything. Like, it does not even use the stick or D-pad, which is crazy, but they've made a game that works. Kick meter.
Yes, it's very complicated, at high level.
Yeah, it actually has some depth to it. You know, it's surprising.
Yes. So every character has different kicks that they can do in dives, and you gotta get used to all the angles.
On a ground technique.
And I
It's
believe
kicking
there's specials
evolved.
as well. Yes, kicking evolved.
Alright, I think I'm ready. So,
I know
this
you
game
can
has
do
a
it.
nice sense of humor. We're gonna spend most of the time on story, I believe. If anybody in the audience actually owns this game, I will be happy to add you and play against you during this hour that we're streaming Divekick. So just speak up if you have it. But I know it's more of a cult game, so I wouldn't be expecting everyone to have it. And I wish I could remember who I've beaten it with. Definitely I beat it with... God, is there any way to tell, Bob, that you know of?
Unless there's like a stat screen somewhere, maybe. But I
I'm
don't.
just gonna jump past
so.
redacted and start with kick, I guess. Yeah, I wonder if there is a... No, you're right. I can't back out at this point. All right, yeah. So the Ryu and Ken of this game are named Dive and Kick.
Which they're actually not based off of you.
No, but I mean just kind of like they're the main two guys. Well, their moves aren't their moves swapped, or is it just their appearance?
They are Yun and Yang from
Oh,
Street
there you
Fighter.
go.
That's who they're supposed to be.
Better comparison, yes.
I see.
So that's actually who they're based off of.
Before the fight, you choose a gem bonus, and that's kind of... Which game is it that lets you do that?
Street Fighter Cross
there you go.
Tekken.
Bunch of different colored outfits. I like the yellow one. Kind of a Bruce Lee thing.
Yes, and in the beta version, there was a gem that you could not unlock, and it was for DLC. And it was meant to be a joke because you had to buy gems in Street Fighter
yeah.
Cross Tekken. So the beta one, it was supposed to give you like really high stats, but the joke was you can't actually unlock it. It's just on the game.
That's amusing. And even these story sequences, you get an intro and an ending, and some of them are pretty funny.
Yeah, it's all building up to the kicks.
There will be some kicks.
Yeah, it's fun.
Not a lot of
funny.
dives, but plenty of kicks. No, actually. Maybe too much dive, not enough kick.
Yeah.
Depends on how you play.
Yeah, I was reading the review on Windows Central I found interesting. I don't know if you're going to talk about it right off the bat, but the whole notion of the power bars, the power meters, how that mechanic works.
Oh, you mean the thing down at the bottom of the shoe? Oh man, I got it. Yeah, that's kind of a higher level thing that I forget sometimes. But yeah, as you're doing everything, your meter at the bottom fills up. And oh god, I lost. Stink.
Yeah, the box.
No, I was actually reading that no matter how full your life meter is, if done correctly, if you dive in the right spot, like you can do a knockout kick or a dive kick, excuse me.
Yes, everyone gets, like, the health bar doesn't actually mean anything. It's just there. Every hit's a one-hit kill.
Is it always 5 rounds like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very long.
Ah.
What was the fraud about? Why did you get penalized for fraud?
Oh yeah, you want to explain that, Bob?
Yeah, that's if you lose, I believe it's 4 in a row, then you get called a fraud, like you're trying to lose on purpose.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh. Nice, Icky could read it. So it's actually Chinese. Yeah, because Kanjian is Chinese characters, but they mean different things in Japanese. Woo, look at that. That time he was the fraud. I got warmed up.
Thanks, Icky.
It says new angle battle arena.
What's everybody drinking tonight,
Thanks,
by the way?
Icky.
Nothing yet.
Yeah, nothing
Not
yet.
an exciting answer,
What the
boys.
We'll have some vodka later, but not right now.
I'm running low on vodka, but I'm enjoying a Miller Lite, my cheap beer of choice.
That's ranked and not losing.
Ow.
Very good.
Oh man, I wasn't ready for him to do that move. The Baz. This.
Yeah, each attack, like each kick is styled off of an actual dive kick from a game. So this is really, like, if you know a lot about fighting games, this game is loaded with references that
He's
you
kind of like Spider-Man, right?
Ooh, yeah, I don't think that's what he's supposed to be, but that was and his appearance is based off a failed Street Fighter character that never made it. So
Yeah,
Street
that's
Fighter
right.
2.
Okay, and I think I figured out what I've been doing wrong, so I feel like I'm gonna do a little better.
And
There we go.
tie this in with Shovel Knight. He is a boss in
The
Shovel
Baz
Knight.
is a boss in Shovel Knight?
He's a traveling
Whoa.
boss, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Shovel Knight is a great 2D retro style platformer. Just came out on Xbox One and PS4.
Yep.
I don't know what that means, Dark Player.
Might not like the dive kickers.
They're all silly. They're intentionally silly.
Yes. Yes, all characters are unlocked from the start.
Yeah,
I don't think
there's 14 characters.
Yeah, it's a lot of characters.
You get rated on these different things at the end of the fight. The answer to that, Zorbs, is I did not realize I had mapped the dive button to up. So I was just only using the kick button in the first fight.
Ooh, okay. That
Yeah,
explains a
like
lot.
I was thinking I had it mapped to X and A, but no, I have it mapped to up and A, because you can...
Yeah, I thought
there's
that
only
was
2 buttons,
weird.
period, and you can map them however you want. So we got a little story thing going on here. Let's go on a date. I don't have time for a date.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Alright. So I believe this character, you're playing as Kick, right?
Yeah.
All his lines in this game are Will Smith quotes.
That is right.
Or at least most of
Yeah,
them
because
are.
his story had some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air references, and now we're actually fighting in like the place for the intro of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
There we go. Welcome, Bandit. Okay, Bandit, did you get my Skype message about Cecil doing a contest for the night? I hope so.
So what is the name of the character that you're fighting against? We cannot
Kung
see
Pao.
it.
She is obviously Kung Lao, but a female.
Yes. Yes, and her story is very related. I don't know if we're gonna get to it.
There's a movie of. I mean, no. Yeah, there's a movie called Kung Pao, right?
Yes. I forgot the whole title,
I
but
remember it was pretty funny.
yeah, she's definitely from Mortal Kombat though because of her hat and her story.
It's also kind of food, isn't it? Kung Pao chicken. Yeah, the
Yes.
voices are ridiculous. Yeah, and Woody, I would never do that in real life. Whoa, I got all A's for that. Word.
Cool.
Who's this guy? Wheels.
Yes, from above.
Kenny's an interesting story.
Round one.
It's a guy who died, right?
Yes, he was an angel that died.
Well, I mean, he's an angel now, but he was a real regular person.
Oh,
Two. Dive kick.
yeah.
How do angels die? Isn't that when you say you don't believe in them? Like every time you say you don't believe in an angel, they die?
Three. Dive kick.
I think you just stopped ringing bells.
Oh wait, maybe that's fairies.
Perfecto.
I think that's Santa.
Round
Oh,
You're thinking of Santa.
dive kick.
He dies when you don't believe in him.
if you say so. This background is kind of Dragon Ball Z inspired, like the heaven type area in Dragon Ball Z.
Five. Dive kick.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Agreed. He's even got wings when he jumps back. But yeah, he's a real life person. He died, and they
Round
dedicated
six. Dive kick.
That's a guy that kickstarted this. Asked them to make this character for his deceased brother.
Seven. Dive kick.
And the real person, he liked to pick random select games. So his character in this game does random kicks at the start of the match. So he doesn't have his own set of kicks. It's very
Yeah,
interesting.
that is unique. So how much does this game cost, RoyalBob?
I believe it costs $10 when not on sale. I'll double check
It's not
though.
on sale right now. And Alejandro, what happened to you?
Round one. Dive
Actually, I can't
kick.
check because I already own it.
That's right. What do we do with Alex?
That's a problem.
Round
Alex.
two. Dive kick.
Did he,
I don't
yeah,
hear
he's not
anything.
talking. Did he say he had to go?
Oh yeah, he said he had to go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, the guy with the boots.
Paying bad attention.
Down.
Uncle
He's
Sensei.
Three. Dive kick.
He's like the master of the
Yeah, he gets to
dojo.
use his hands because he has shoes on. Or boots on.
That's just cheating.
Round four. Dive kick.
Hello, Romero, huh? Oh, look at that guy. Yeah, okay, Alex stepped away. Sorry about that, you guys.
He's a parody of Gan
Five. Dive
from
kick.
Street Fighter
He
series.
looks just like him. No. It's supposed to be like a Vietnam vet or something too, right? I think. Some kind of vet.
Six. Dive kick.
Maybe. He used to be. He did tournaments until one guy sabotaged one of the
Oh,
tournaments.
Round
He
seven.
lost all his
Okay,
money.
so, yeah, not really a vet, but
No,
But
not really.
aesthetically.
He does have a scar from fighting Redacted, which is a character.
which is, by the way, in my opinion, a lame name for that character. Whatever.
Kick. Wins.
Yeah, but it's a
Interestingly,
reference.
the kick here, he's a womanizer. He calls up a girl when he wins often, and it's not always the same girl that he's calling. It shows it different pictures.
I like that.
He's like me when I was younger, bro.
Yeah, he's
It's an arc.
his kicks are inspired by Akuma from Street Fighter, and he has another attack that's like Alex's flying cross chop in Street Fighter 3.
Not too shabby. Oh,
Yes.
oh, so Uncle Sensei is actually
Ooh.
Kick's uncle. Get revenge.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Hey guys, I'm
Yo.
back. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy with Mr. N because it's kind of bullying a person.
Oh, yeah?
So he's based off a real person, so some people are kind of mad at
Has
that.
he ever said anything about it, the real guy?
Round one.
I'm not sure. But I believe it was a Guilty Gear tournament he was hosting, and he set up the brackets, and he was also playing in it, and he set up the brackets so all of his matches would be easy.
Dive kick.
And so, I mean, it was really that people found out about it, so he just canceled the entire tournament
Round three.
for Guilty Gear, and a lot of people were mad about that. I guess he did this in a lot of tournaments. Like they went back and they checked. Like he may put himself in a lot of easy places.
Has he been blacklisted or anything?
I'm not sure. I know people aren't really happy. with
Mr.
him.
Gore, I agree. This is kind of a good way to be introduced to some fighting concepts without having to worry about complex moves or anything like that.
Oh yeah, it's something you can just like pick up with some friends that don't really like fighting games. Just have fun with them. I believe the announcers in the background are people too, but I'm not sure who they are.
Six die kick.
Yeah, I like the salt sign in the background
Free
too.
Iron Galaxy. Oh yeah, what is the salt for? Just a random joke.
Salt's kind of like when you start getting
Are
angry.
you salty?
It's called like
Yeah.
salty. Yeah.
Ah. Isn't that an Angelina Jolie movie?
Yes. I've seen it, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Nate, I remember Nate being weird.
Welcome, TK Turk.
Yeah, that's usually the story with Angelina's movies.
Icky, what are you asking?
Yes. The contest will be for this game, and then another
Yes.
one for threes. I think
Yeah,
that's
Cecil,
that
it's
game.
time for the first contest.
Yes, from above.
And there's some salt
Here he
right
is.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Round.
Alright, as soon as Cecil's ready, we're going to do the contest. And by the way, remember, you have to be following us and have email notifications enabled to be eligible for the contest. So please do that, guys, because always our goal with this is to get you coming back, you know.
Round.
We have really great odds for our contests, like seriously the best odds of any contest you're going to find online. We're talking 1 in 2 to 1 in 5 every time. The odds are so great. If you just come 3 weeks in a row, you're probably going to win at least once out of those 3 times, if not more than once.
Achilles tendon
Perfect.
Yeah, Mr. Gore, this would be a good one to run.
Four. Die
I also recommend like Killer Insult.
I don't know.
Killer Instinct, it's good, but it's not compared to. It's not really like MK though. Like they're two completely different kinds of fighting games. So I don't know if you'd recommend that for a new player to learn MK. MK does not have a good tutorial.
Really?
That's the problem with it. It's really
The
bad.
story itself doesn't teach you everything? I guess not, huh?
Six.
No, the story's good. No, the story doesn't teach you anything. There's a really short tutorial, but it's bad. Is this the final boss? I don't.
Yeah, Brian is right. No, it is not.
Die
It is so easy to win if you're a PlayStation 4 owner because we're more Xbox oriented, but we still get PlayStation codes. We have PlayStation codes for Divekick now. So again, you know, we want to appeal to people who own different systems. We're not just all about Xbox, even though, you know, it's our favorite. But we love them all.
Round. Nine. Die kick.
Well, I'm gonna go take a short break. I'm gonna go get something to drink, so I'll
See
be
you in a
back
minute.
soon.
All right.
Round.
So I wonder if they targeted Mortal Kombat to be for people who played previous Mortal Kombats. I wonder if it has the same controls than
Oh.
previous versions.
Pretty similar. I mean, I haven't actually played it, so I can't say exactly, but I think it's basically, you know, same buttons, and you... What is it? You can switch fighting styles. Like, that was a thing they had in older Mortal Kombats, and they brought that back for this one. You can switch between, like,
Oh, I
I
see.
forget, 2 or 3 styles on the fly for every character.
Die
Which adds a lot of variety, although for me that just overcomplicates the game, but not everybody feels that way. By the way, right now I'm fighting Johnny Gat. He is a guest character from Saints Row 4.
Two. Die kick.
Yeah, you know that came out on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 earlier this year, and it's really good.
Round. Three.
It's basically like a sillier Grand Theft Auto type game with superhero powers. So not that much Grand Theft Auto-like, except that it's
Round.
open world.
Four. Die kick.
You could also call it a sillier Crackdown.
Okay, I'm impressed.
Yeah, that I think Disney Infinity in a way reminds me of Grand Theft Auto because you can just go around the city and kick everybody's butt. That you don't really kill anybody, but
They're saving that for the sequel.
Round. Six. Die kick.
probably
Ah,
for version
he pointed- he
3.0.
shot me with the dubstep gun that I missed. Yeah.
Kick. Wins.
Lucky Brian. Yeah, I'd like to have a PlayStation 4. I've got so many cross-buy Vita games already. One of these days.
Totally worth it.
Now I'm at the boss of the game, S-Kill. This guy is based on an actual guy who used to work at Capcom.
Cool. Hey, I like how he drops the mic when he wins the
It is
rounds. That's cool.
amusing. Welcome to Domination 101. He's just talking all kinds of smack. And
Lots of symbology. I like
he's
that.
tough, this dude. But I got him that time. Uh-oh, did nobody enter for the Steam codes? That's okay, we'll hold on to them if nobody tries to win them tonight. But if you do play Steam, then you may improve your odds by going after the Steam.
There you go. Oh wow. This guy's hardcore.
Oh, by the way, hi Gomez. Good to see you. Gomez is our fair weather friend. He shows up every now and then. But he's the life of the party.
Nice.
Yeah, and Alex, don't try speaking Spanish to him because he's only a pretend Mexican. He's not actually.
Oh no.
Well, at least you know Mexicans
Muy malo.
are cool enough that somebody would want to. Is what that tells us. Just beat the game. Yo, Rails. Rails is here too. Good to see you twice in a row, man.
Yeah. ¿Qué pasa? Says Rails.
See? Rails speaks better Spanish than Gomez.
Damn!
Wow, they're giving him lots of money.
Nice. What can you do with that? Just
Yeah, it's just the ending.
upgrade your
No,
shoes. Upgrade your shoes so you can kick harder.
That would be nice.
Alright,
Yeah, that was
came back.
actually a very good ending. It was just like this guy offers him a bunch of money. He's like, maybe I should have died before I accept it. And that was the whole ending. Like, that doesn't tell us anything. Whoa!
Once Iron Galaxy started working on this game,
You
thanks
have
to
to check
me,
the
Dude,
other
right.
thing now.
It's all the people from Iron Galaxy.
Oh, leave this to the pros.
Did he do this last time? I really don't remember the live action footage during the credits.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
remember
well,
that.
we gotta keep watching that. So here's credits I can get behind.
Butt crack is killing me, dude.
That's cool.
Fortunately, I have an ad right now.
Yep, he's styling out of shape.
something about a budget mocap suits.
Swizzlers.
You say Ramiro or Romero?
Dive kick!
Romero High. It's one of the guys here.
You got hurt.
By the way,
Your
hello,
heart isn't
D-Nev.
pure. No more bull.
Swizzlers asks
You're the only one here
whether
not
we're
pulling their
accepting
weight.
donations
I'm doing
anymore.
my
The
job.
truth is that
camera
we are
guy's
waiting.
doing his job.
Unfortunately,
our dive kickers
hold
are
on.
doing their job. We don't have anything usable because of you. Don't it up for everybody else.
I like this video. The
Frame
coach
it
is
just like this. It's not that hard.
coach is yelling at that guy. Just
Yeah, and the coach is Dave Lang, the president
all I
of
got.
Iron Galaxy, I believe. Really nice guy.
really
He's
cool.
been so cool to us over the years. We interviewed him once.
I think this is a great way to have people watch the credits and not quit right away.
So what is Mr. N? What is he from? What's his story again?
It's the guy that nobody likes because he messed up
Yeah,
the
in
tournament.
real life.
That's right. Yeah.
So they made him like. Some people think that they bullied him by putting him in the game.
I don't know. He should have been naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of over. It's a little much. Like if you lose, he like starts crying and starts eating food. I don't know. I think it's playful, but some people think it's a little much. Like there's some other people in the community that they make fun of in this game, but they're in on it. Like they're really like they think it's funny and it's lighthearted. But this one, people seem to really get offended
Eats
by.
4 meals a day is what the intro tells us. I'm not offended.
Well, this kind of explains why he messed up the tournament. Well, I hope that's not the one where the guy didn't even get a refund.
That would suck.
Yeah, because there's like a list of tournament organizers that you want to avoid because they do stuff like that. Don't get caught in a snuggle vortex.
Lockdown says that he has the same shirt as me, which is great.
Ooh, what shirt is
I'm
that?
wearing a Marvel shirt. It's just got 4 cute versions of some of the heroes, including Spider-Man.
Is that from Shirt Punch?
I don't know. My girlfriend gave it to me. She probably just found it at Hot Topic.
Okay. I know Shirt Punch. They have new 4 T-shirt designs every day. and they're like $5 or $10, and they usually do Marvel stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few more unique Marvel shirts, but this is more of a mainstream one.
Yeah, that's why I like the Shirt Punch site, because their shirts are only available for 24 hours, so they're really not mainstream at all.
Speaking of that, wasn't today like National Free Comic Day?
Yes, today is.
Oh, yeah.
Ow.
I'm sure you guys got your free comics.
I did not get to go to this
Sure.
store, unfortunately. I had a lot of stuff going on.
Kind of spoiled by Humble Bundle when it comes to comics.
Well, you know, like I buy a lot of comics on sale. Like, that's funny. He tried to touch the lady and she wouldn't let him. Yeah, but I probably have like in excess of 100 issues, not from the Humble Bundle, just books that I wanted and bought on sale. So,
Those
yeah,
digital copies.
and I've got to get to reading those
Nice.
before I worry about free ones. But like every
Yeah,
issue
look.
of the current Flash run from New 52, or not every issue, but almost every one. Lots of Marvel stuff, just and Turtle stuff, just a bunch of stuff.
Cool.
Sean Powell asks whether we will have another Halo night before Halo 5 comes out. And the answer to that is that we would like to. We're just waiting on the game to settle down, Sean, because the crappiness of Halo Master Chief Collection's online mode put me off so bad that I am very reluctant to go back to it. Even the latest update, which supposedly fixed everything, didn't fix everything. They had to cancel a tournament like what, 2 weeks ago for Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, I think it was actually less
Okay,
than a
yeah,
week ago.
yeah, and that's after the update. Like, it still just isn't where it should be. And, like, I got better things to do than play a game whose online doesn't work right, and it doesn't make for a great stream. You know, like when we tried to have community nights on that, they were not the best. But we would love to go back to it. I know you love Halo, and I definitely like it a lot too. All 3 S's, nice.
Yeah, that's
Can you
bad.
play with an older version, maybe? Maybe with as opposed to the other one?
Well, it's worse with the older versions. It's been getting. They've actually been improving it, but it's just still so far behind. Where
I
it
think
should
Alex
be.
means like play with like a 360 game instead, but
Oh yeah, that could work, but I don't know.
Yeah.
360.
Yeah, just play Halo 4 or Halo 3 on Xbox 360
Yeah.
or something like
I
that.
could. I don't know. Like, I really just like for Master Chief Collection to work.
Yeah, that was a big disappointment. I
But
guess,
not that I hate the game or anything, because the story mode always worked fine for me, and I think they've fixed any of the major bugs that other people ran into.
Yeah, I think they fixed most of the story mode bugs that I had a lot of
Yeah,
problems
so it's
with.
worth buying just for having 4 huge, great campaigns, you know, all with co-op.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And they added the Spartan Ops for Halo 4, which is kind of like little missions that you can do single player. So add on
I
to
didn't
the
think those
campaign.
were that great, the ones that I played, but it is still nice to have more stuff to do. You know, it's just more value.
But what you can do is set the difficulty to legendary, start them up, and quit, and get the achievement for being
What?
it on legendary. For the Spartan Ops,
I need
yes.
to do that.
But there's like
Nice.
there's a lot of Spartan Ops though, like over 20 I think. I think Spartan.
Doing alright with Mr. N?
Yeah, I like how the Redacted's shoe is actually like his foot
Right.
and not a shoe.
That is
Does-
cool. It's a nice touch. Yeah, Mr. Gore, feel free. Mr. Gore says that he has a website themed around horror. I guess that explains his name,
Ooh, I
Mr.
like that.
Gore. Like, I always thought it was like Al Gore or something. But yeah, tell us about your website, Mr. Gore. We don't mind hearing a little bit about it. A little bit.
Oh yes, I'm a big horror fan, so it's cool.
Oh, now I'm fighting Jafali. I haven't fought him yet. Is his head always giant like that?
Alright, with him, every time he wins a round, his head gets bigger. And that's a joke of one of the one of the people in the fighting game community.
Once I got a grip on the controls, because I know the first match I did not have them right, but once I got a grip on it, I'm actually just having a lot of fun. It's, yeah, it works the way I
Yeah.
expect it to work.
Speaking of horror, Resident Evil Revelations 2 raid mode just started another enormous or huge monster event, which is really creepy.
Let's.
And we have a link to Paul's review of raid mode.
Yeah, you guys, Resident Evil Revelations 2 is the latest Resident Evil game. It's episodic, available on both Xbox systems and both PlayStation console systems. And yeah, we just reviewed the raid mode for that, which is the multiplayer-focused bonus mode. It's separate from the campaign, totally separate. Well, not totally separate, because you can get some unlocks from the campaign.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bob kind of, I mean, like I had already played it, but Bob really introduced me to it and taught me the finer points of it, and that mode has become quite a passion for both me and my son. We both really like it. It's...
Yes.
Oh yeah, why don't you tell us what you liked about it?
Yes, and well, I'm gonna go a little more into huge monster events because that was kind of that's pretty rare. So there's these three. Or this month, there's 3 giant monsters that are coming towards the land. They're like in the ocean, and you have a month with everybody in the community to kill them before they get to land. And if you can kill them, you unlock a new skin. Or if you're there for when they die, you unlock a new skin, which is really rare.
Are you sure it's not just for participating?
If you participate, you get some weapon
okay.
mods. But you have to watch it die, which is kind of, that's, I don't know,
Yeah,
that's
that's not
really
fair.
tough.
It's like a die roll thing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, because there's 3 of them. Last month there was only 1 of them, but I think it only lasted for a week. Now there's 3 of them, and it's all a month. And I don't know what happens if they don't die, if they actually make it to shore.
It'd be funny if we all got punished in some way.
Yeah, it's scary. Oh, real Mr. Gore. Pretty much everything horror is like, which I really like.
Horror punk music, interesting. So the Horror Pops, that falls into that, right? I'm sure the Horror Pops is a band that I've seen play. Yeah, it's one of my exes.
I've been listening to Lil V. I forgot his band's name, but they just came out with a horror music video. That's pretty sweet.
I have a love-hate relationship with horror movies because, you know, we've talked about this in the past, mostly when Adam's around, but in my opinion, most horror movies are bad as movies. You know, they're just not worthwhile. However, that doesn't mean every year a few good horror movies do come out. You know, they're just legitimately good movies. So it's a little bit like romantic comedies, except that, like I said, a few good ones do come out.
The problem is you kind of have to... With horror movies, there's a lot more of them, which is good to theaters.
Yeah, they cost like $5 to
There's
make.
a ton of indie stuff, yeah.
And
So there's a lot of good ones that people that they don't ever hear about because they're so indie, and like there's a lot that I've only found from Redbox that I really enjoyed, and I knew nothing about them ahead of time.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different factors at play there. You know, I mean, like a lot of horror fans, if they get some gore in the movie, that's all they really care about. Like they're willing to put aside every other concern, like whether the story makes sense, you know, the cinematography, everything, as long as they get some gore. Or
Well, it
whatever.
depends how if the gore is well made, then it's impressive, like really good
Yeah, it's
special
not that
effects.
I mean, that's
Right.
fine, but I gotta have a real movie too. You know what I'm saying? Like that can't be all there is. For me.
Yeah.
Every now and then I just pick like a random horror movie on Netflix, just something that I never heard of. Like I ended up watching something called Children of the Corn. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
The
no,
first one or a sequel? Because the sequels are not very good.
yeah, it's
it was the very first one. I found another one that I really liked. Can't tell you the title because it's really just randomly picking around, but it's this girl who's apparently some type of vampire, and she just moves in with her dad to an apartment complex, and she befriends a kid that is bullied, and she defends him and stuff like that.
Is that Let the Right One In?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's the English version and the original version. Which I'm not
The
sure
original
what it
is Let Me In. The original is better, but wait, is it? Wait, no. Let the Right One In is the original, and Let Me In is the English one. Sorry. Yeah, they're both good. The original is better, but they're both totally worth watching. So.
Yeah, it's stuff like that you don't see, like big publicity stuff, and I just
Stuff
kind
like that
of
doesn't
randomly.
It's more, you know, it's not very scary, but it's sad. Like it's a very melancholy story.
it's the build-up, I think. You know, there's a gazillion also stories about a haunted house that people move in and stuff, but they always have kind of a different twist. So I watched the point where, do I like the twist? Okay, then I'll watch the rest of the movie. If I don't like the twist, then I just kind of, okay, next.
Well, I got bad news for you, and that's that Royal Bob's favorite haunted house movie is Haunted Mansion, starring Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that's a stinker.
I actually just watched a haunted house movie that was actually about haunted houses, and I did not like it.
Well,
It had interesting characters, like interesting, scary people, but they're only in the movie for like 2
that's a
minutes.
shame.
So there is one movie, I'm trying to find it. It's a really great example of one you've probably never heard of, and it's one of the best horror, maybe not the best, but it's an extremely good
The
horror
Shining?
movie. No, it's newer. I think it came out in
Uses Y too fast.
2013. Yeah.
That's a great dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue in the game is pretty funny. But there are a lot that just aren't mainstream, and if you don't follow horror movie websites, you will completely miss them. And that's a shame.
I want to see Dog Soldiers. That's the movie about werewolf soldiers fighting werewolves.
Yes, I've not heard of that
Yeah,
one.
it's supposed to be one of the very best werewolf movies. I mean, there aren't a ton of great werewolf movies, but it's one of the top ones. That and one with the girls were werewolves. It's like two sisters,
yeah.
and they turn into werewolves. There's a couple of sequels.
Mr. Gore is asking me to describe that one movie I'm thinking of. If I wasn't drinking, I think I'd remember it. It's about it's pretty new. It's a girl.
Headshot.
I think a girl gets rejected at prom, but somehow the guy comes over to her house, and they pretty much like torture him the whole
Harry 2?
movie.
No.
No.
No, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and then you, I don't want to spoil it, but you find out like they've been doing it for a while, and it's really creepy. That's not really a spoiler because
I'm
you
not
kind
much
of
into
know.
torture porn, you know, if that's actually...
It's not really torture porn. It's more of a psychological stuff. Yeah.
Ginger Snaps, that's what it
they
was.
almost- Ginger Snaps, yes.
I believe that is supposed to be the best werewolf movie, or at least the one.
Yes, I know there's a Ginger Snaps too that was on Netflix. But I don't
You
know
can watch that. I hear Ginger Snaps 2 is really good up until the ending, which completely betrays the rest of the movie, as horror movies sometimes do, because that's another thing that sucks
Yeah.
about horror movies.
That's like American Mary was so good until the ending. And the ending just was just so
Yeah,
horrible.
At the end, they're like, by the way, F you, viewer.
By the way, let's just bring in a random character that you've only seen in the character or in the movie once.
Once Iron
and
Galaxy started
have
working
them
on this game,
change the plot
thanks to
completely.
me,
No, you cannot.
I'm back.
That's cool. You know, my
Oh,
favorite...
you-
I don't know if you wouldn't quite call it a horror movie, it's more of a thriller, but Audition is my favorite movie of that type.
Yeah, that's often put in horror, but I don't think it is either. And Mr. Gore is right. It's called The Loved One. And I know I probably described it a little bit wrong, but he still got it. That's
Okay, guys, we're going to go through with one more character before we switch over to threes because we've got a few more minutes to kill.
Face me.
I don't feel like jumping into multiplayer because I don't believe anyone would actually be playing it. Thing about this game has local and online multiplayer, and that's great. However, as you can see, the multiplayer is the game is very simple, so it's not like people are going to stick around for a year, you know, just playing it all the time. But what really annoys is that the achievements require you to get like 1,000 wins online, and it's like people wouldn't even feel like doing that with Street Fighter, much less a super simple parody game that is going to have a way smaller
wish you were
audience.
fighting Ted
So, like,
Urino.
I really disagree with the achievements. I think they're the one area where they just completely drop the ball in the game. And people who don't care about achievements, that's fine. But if you do care about achievements, I think that the developers were actually kind of just trying to be mean with them, and that's not cool.
Can you adjust the difficulty? Somebody was asking. in
Yes,
the
you can. I'm
chat.
on the easiest difficulty, and yeah, it does have other difficulty levels. Thank you for seeing that. Looking away. Fighting Javali, who's at a normal size right now. And Dr. Scholl's here, who is a fun character. Her dive kick style is completely different from the other people I've played. You know, totally different arc. It's like Dalsim's, one of Dalsim's Fighter 2.
Yes, and she is based off of Doctor Doom, Marvel.
But yeah,
You see her win
does
quotes
he
and
have
stuff.
a jump like that? I guess he must, huh? She does have the metal legs.
I don't know. I just know that her quotes are very
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because she's a doctor.
yes. She's also Doctor Scholl's the
Yeah, I mean, you could boost this, but to my mind, like sitting there and boosting 1,000 matches of anything is like the most boring thing I can think of doing in life. Like I'd have to be in a hospital and not have any books available and just everything else had gone wrong in my life, and then maybe I would consider it.
Maybe if you really like the game,
I
can
like
see
it, but I just don't think you can like this.
I mean,
one that much.
like it's long.
Yeah, I mean, it's this is not like Halo or Bomberman or something. You know, like there's only a certain amount of depth here. Not that there's none, but
yeah, like Sinark Killer Instincts. Before they patched it, it was play 2,000 matches with each
yeah, that was
character.
ludicrous.
Yeah, I think they changed it to 200, which is not that bad at all, and I actually did that with almost everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like, do they pick a number out of a hat, or do they think about it? You know, like with this one, I think they know games well enough to know what they're doing. And
I think in this one, it's more supposed to be a joke. Like they're not taking achievements seriously.
It's not cool for people who like achievements. They're a selling point of gaming, though. Ah,
Yeah, for some.
for some, yeah.
No, but I mean, if you're getting a game that's heavily based on jokes, I don't think achievements are something.
Maybe. Yeah, by the way, I don't always play everything on easy, you guys, but for... you don't want to watch me, like, struggle at a game, you just want to see what the game is like.
Yeah.
Aw, he rated her a 6 out of 10. What a jerk. Oh yeah, this guy here is a troll, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's Stream. Is that his name?
Well, I don't think that's it. Yeah, you're right.
I can't
Dang,
see his
Stream,
name right
how did
now.
I forget that?
Yes, he's supposed to be someone from that watches streams, and then they decided to go to a tournament one day. Kind of what I do.
That's funny.
So he talks in like stream, like he has Kappa. He's had that when he was
yeah.
talking. He's kind of a funny guy.
Yeah. Shame on me.
Yeah, Mr. Gord it's a little tough to get into, but once you get into it, it's a lot of
Are
fun.
you talking about sadomasochism? Bondage?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. That's exactly
Yeah,
what we're
the
talking
bruises,
about.
they heard it first.
Yeah, it is a little bit like Milena from she covers her mouth.
There
in,
you go.
Mortal Kombat. Except in Mortal Kombat 10, she does have a variation where she does not
Really?
cover her mouth. Yes, she fights people.
Wow.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's really cool because each character has 3 variations and it changes their moves and their
We were
appearance.
talking a little bit about that earlier, but you know a lot more about it than I do.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Ah,
You think that we'll move to non-discs anytime soon, just in general, and move more to downloads?
They can't
No
get
way.
rid of discs at retail because if they do, the retailers will stop giving them shelf space.
Well, what if they gave them like download codes?
I mean, I think they should, but again, you
True.
just have these ghetto people who get by without the internet, and then that makes things hard.
But you also have the people who they don't want to use their credit card on Xbox Live or PSN.
Yeah, so the codes would,
And
yeah, I
great
mean, the
to
codes
have
would
a
be fine for that, but again, if you don't have the internet, it doesn't help.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, PS2 was pretty active, or at least somewhat active for a long time, just based on people that didn't want to upgrade. I know the sports games, especially.
God, he's kicking my butt. I want to get done with this. Double kill.
He jumps quick. He
Yeah,
jumps
he's
too
way
quickly.
faster than her, and she has a weird jumping arc, and that just makes her harder to play.
Ooh.
Crap. Come on. Ah! Don't they have a special controller for PC for this? It's just 2 arcade buttons.
There's a controller where it's just 2 buttons, and it looks ridiculous. I want to find a picture and put it
You
in
should,
chat.
yeah, but that would be a fun way to play.
It's great.
God!
It's really goofy. I love it. I joked about getting it a few times. I'm not sure if it's available to anybody.
Oh man, he's being such a jerk.
Where did you find it?
It's actually bigger than a fight stick.
Mr. Gore has interesting, bigger than a fight stick? That's crazy.
Yeah, so there's a picture of it next to a fight stick, and it's a lot bigger.
Okay.
I
That's
love
just a
that.
joke. But I mean, like, you could make a serious
Yeah.
controller that was just 2 buttons if you wanted.
You could. Maybe I think you would need a stick
For
also.
menu selection? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like on PC, I bet you could get around it with like keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Double KO.
I guess we're having a little trouble getting enough people that want a Steam copy.
That's okay, we don't have to dwell on it. Save those for a rainy day.
There you go.
But usually we do have a decent number of Steam users. Just tonight is just not Steam night.
Yeah. Everyone wants their gamer score. I mean, I would too.
Trophies.
Might be watching the Avengers movie or something.
Oh yeah. I have a friend that works at a movie theater, and was kind of worried that how crazy it's going to be this weekend.
Yeah, big weekend for sure.
Yeah, that could work, Stony. You definitely, if you design the entire game around 2 buttons, I think you could.
Oh
You
no,
could
the
get
menus in this game are designed around 2 buttons. Like, there's ways to
Ooh.
do it. But
I thought you were used to the
I am,
D-pad.
but you can.
Sure.
Like, there's a 2-button.
I like that name also. They better win.
Would you agree that flight is an unfair ability? I only care about finding a cure.
Oh, Mittens is like winning my heart right now.
It's stronger than the next version. Oh,
I won it. It must be a perfect day.
he's talking about rebalancing here. S-Kill is, because, you know, he's Seth Killian from Capcom. Used to be from Capcom anyway.
Yes. He's also inspired. He inspired the final boss of Street Fighter 4.
Okay, well, he shouldn't be proud of that, since that guy's awful.
Yeah, he's not that great.
It's like, you either cheese him or you don't win. Those are your options.
In Street Fighter 4, yes, but in Super Street Fighter 4 and onwards, he's
Really?
not
They
that difficult.
rebalanced him? That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
horrible
not.
in
I
Street
mean, I never
Fighter
had
4.
problems. Maybe I'm just more used to the game now. But
Yeah, I mean, when
don't
4
have
came
that
out, I played it a lot. You know, that was back when I had more free time. So.
Sean's high score in threes is 7,401.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm going to go check mine right now.
So, I guess some people really, really love 3s.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing it a couple times a night. It's just fun just to play. It doesn't take that long.
It took me a week to get a high score above 20. Just kidding. It'd be funny if I could.
Yeah, the Flappy Bird, right?
Oh god, Flappy Bird, that is the worst. 3s, say what you will about popular casual games, but 3s is easily better than Flappy Bird.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Mr. Gore. Do you know, Paul, if Windows Phone is kind of easing down on the requirements for Xbox games?
Like,
I think they did a while ago, but it's...
there was a
wasn't-
time that we sort of heard that they had. Ah, look at her face.
Yeah.
Oh, she got a new mask. Is that what that's supposed to be?
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared now. I'm going to find out.
What was I saying? Yeah, no, they really haven't. Like, I still have heard some inside info from somebody who's still making Xbox games on it that, oh, she's normal. That, no, it is still pretty rough for them. But, like, at least Microsoft is still allowing a few developers to get their games made. But no, it's not like anybody can make an Xbox Windows Phone game. Not until Windows 10 comes
Yeah,
along.
I don't think anybody should be able to...
Well, it needs to be like, I mean, look at ID at Xbox.
Once Iron
you know,
Galaxy
what's
started
wrong with
working
that?
on this game, thanks to
There's a
me,
small application process, but it's reasonable, so we have tons of great
Leave
games.
this to the pros.
Yeah, if they did something
Yeah.
like that, it'd be fine. Just I feel like people want it to be more like indie games on 360, where it's just kind of like anything
Yeah,
goes.
you have to have some kind of regulations, I suppose, but, I mean, at least it needs to change. Hey everybody, we're back. Paul Acevedo, joined tonight by RoyalBob and Alexkywalker.
Howdy doody.
Hey there.
And we just finished playing Divekick. Now we are moving on to Threes from Hidden Variable Entertainment. Threes is the popular puzzle game. We've already talked a little bit about it on the stream. And so I can press Y to say hi.
And it is available on Windows Phone for free. Now, it just came out.
Yeah. So the timing worked out pretty well for that. Like, this may not be a great night to stream thanks to the big boxing match, but...
And the big Killer Instinct tournaments.
Yeah, but at least this is a good time to stream Threes because Threes just came out on Windows Phone. So
Yes.
Threes is a puzzle game starring all these numerical characters, and they are actually referred to as characters. You can see they have a little bit of a backstory to them, which is pretty interesting. Tracy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that when I played.
Tristine. And I bet there's more that I haven't even unlocked yet, right? Because I've only gotten up to 48.
I think I've gotten up to 96 on my phone.
Well, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Yeah, one higher than 48.
Alright, it's kind of a simpler game. We're just going to go through the tutorial to start with, just so you can be introduced to Threes. So I've got these two numbers on the field of 16 spaces. Whenever I push in a direction, or it would be swiping on a touchscreen device, then everything on the field moves, if it's able to move. So you can see I'm moving the 1 and the 2 around. The edges are walls, so you can't move it off one side and onto the other side. Now I've got them both next to each other, then I can combine them to make 3. That's your sort of the first step. Now, other than 1 and 2, any kind of number you combine has to be the same number. So these two 3s can be combined. And what do? They make 6. So you got a little bit of a math thing going on. You guys good at math? I bet you are, Alejandro.
No.
Come on, you're an engineer. Or you're a software engineer, though, huh? I guess it's not the same. Yeah.
Software engineer. Yeah.
I also want to note, once we get to like the main game, every time you move, a new piece comes onto the board.
Yep.
So right now, that's not happening. So you kind of move wherever you want. It seems kind of easy, but it gets much harder.
Wonderful. Just what I need. You know, my favorite thing is difficulty.
Oh yes, I know. You love difficulty.
Love it to death.
I think Sudoku, I still play Sudoku every now and then.
Yeah, Sudoku is a favorite of mine, especially the brain training on the original Nintendo DS. I played that a lot.
Yeah, that's the one I play.
Sweet.
Yep, me too.
It's one of the best ones, you know. I mean, or at least it's funny how many of them are worse than it, even though it has been out for so long, right? You know, because I guess a lot of developers either didn't play it or didn't learn the lessons from it.
Oh, hey.
They probably felt like they didn't need it.
Yeah,
But
because you have to have the completion aspect. Like, the good thing about brain training is they are all, you know, hand-designed puzzles, and you can go back and replay them if you want. Like, when it's a Sudoku game where they're completely randomized, then you have no sense of progression, and it's like, okay, I completed a puzzle, I never need to play this again. It's just so different. It's all in the metagame.
right. No, I actually bought some. My wife gave me a big book of Sudoku, like paper, from Barnes and Noble. It's just kind of like crosswords. You just go and mark them down, and they get progressively harder and harder.
Yeah.
No achievements though. You just feel like, okay, I'm done with this. Now I can use it as toilet paper or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there is an achievement game that has Sudoku.
There was a Sudoku game on 360. I had it, and it was pretty crap.
There might have been one on Windows Phone also, as part of one of the game.
There's two
collection.
actually. Yeah, Babaroga made a Sudoku just called Sudoku. It only had 50 gamer score, and then they released a Microsoft Sudoku, didn't they? Or is that only on Windows 8? I think it might be on Windows Phone too.
Maybe.
Here I am playing the game. It loses nothing because I mean it's a game that doesn't need that much screen real estate. Like when you're playing it full screen, it's not using that much of the screen. So that is really cool that they found a way to do that.
He said he did not know.
And I also recommend that you can play it during Master Chief Collection if you can play it during other games.
I guess you could. Yeah.
when you're matchmaking for 30 minutes.
Yeah, when you're waiting for the horrible matchmaking time. Yeah,
Yes.
well, I haven't tried to play it during a game, but there shouldn't be any reason that you couldn't, because as far as the system knows, this is like I had Hulu snapped on the right, you know? Like, because it's... They wrote it, I forget what the technical explanation is, but it's something like it's written in the Windows 8 style, so that makes it snappable. And yeah, really neat.
Sweet.
Alright, so... Oh, yeah, Rails, I do know Judge Bergen. He's a really nice guy. He writes about Xbox games like I do, and that's how we got to meet each other. So you guys, this has been our Divekick and Threes weekend stream giveaway. We do this absolutely every Saturday at 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can always tune in to watch us play a different Xbox One game or two. Sometimes might even be a Windows game, but usually it's Xbox One. And we always give away as many codes as we can get for these games. So you have a fantastic chance of winning. You get to hear the banter between me and the co-hosts. Tonight we had two very cool special co-hosts. And we do this all the time. We would really love for you guys to follow us and to actually tune in when we do those streams. They're always at 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, just like I said, the same time this stream started. So please try to tune in. Just join us. You know, like, this is a really good, chill place to chat, talk about games and other subjects. You can get to know the host and some of the co-hosts, you know, and we can get to know you. I've made a lot of good friends this way. Alex and Bob here, both of them I became friends with through the stream, although I had met Bob before. And that could be you guys, you know. That's the whole appeal of Twitch. If you're new to Twitch, the whole appeal is the social aspect. And we are really happy to get to know you and to see you in future streams. Aw, Gore. Yeah, no, sorry. No, I'm absolutely not good at Threes. But still, Threes is a neat game. Like I said, I really appreciate how it is snappable. Hidden Variable went above and beyond the Call of Duty by donating not only Xbox One codes, but also iOS codes. Swizzlers, I doubt they fixed that because, like, the game, it's registered as an app, so I think certain features just aren't going to work. Yo, Arlaston.
Yeah, not Jitsu has that problem.
Did Arlaston just get here, or has he been here?
Yeah, I think he got here a little bit late. I mean, he's been here for a little while, maybe 10 minutes.
Congratulations to everyone. Thank you guys all. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember, come back on Monday. And I want to thank Cecil Kilmer. He has been an excellent moderator tonight, giving out all the prizes. That's a lot of work. He wasn't told he'd have to do that in advance, but he stepped up to the plate, man. And then thank you also to Bob and Alejandro.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Always a pleasure.
And especially thank all you guys for tuning in. And remember, don't hate, appreciate.
And don't buy dogs, buy cats.
Absolutely.